Susan Hepler. On the AMA Reddit session at the end of Season 1, Mike Rinder mentioned how he had reviewed the script for Pulp Fiction and actually advised John Travolta not to take the role. Has the church ever expressly forbidden one of its celebrities to take a certain role due to concerns about how that role is going to be portrayed? What kind of mental gymnastics does the church do when one of its celebrities takes a role playing a character that they would consider suppressive? It's a good question, Susan. I'm not really sure. I've never heard of any Scientology celebrities who were flat out told, you can't take this role because we disagree with it. I mean, even Mike said, well, I don't recommend that you take this role, John. But John Travolta went ahead and did it. And it was, gold for his career at the time. I am really surprised that the church allowed Laura Prepon to be, I hope I'm saying her last name right. I don't know, Prepon. Anyway, I'm surprised that they allowed her to play a lesbian on Orange is the New Black for 7 seasons, whatever. This is the last season they're on. Because that's very, very no-no in Scientology. They are not LGBT friendly. So that was interesting, but they allowed her to do it. The only time I know for absolutely sure, and of course we all know this, that the church stepped in and told one of its celebrities that it absolutely positively had to stop doing what it's doing is Isaac Hayes, when he had to stop being chef on South Park after the Trapped in the Closet episode where was Trey and Matt ridiculed Scientology and Tom Cruise. That was a line that Scientology was not at all going to go on, and then they were not going to let Isaac Hayes continue as a Scientologist in good standing on that show when they felt that Trey and Matt were completely suppressive, and that was their thinking and logic on that. Isaac Hayes was not happy about having to let go of that show or leave it, but he did, and that's, because that's what cult members do when their cult tells them to do something. So that's what I can say about that. As far as the mental gymnastics, it would really just be a matter of showing them various issues from L. Ron Hubbard. There's an office in the Celebrity Center International called the President's Office, and they're the ones who deal with all the celebrities. So they would call the celebrity in and sit them down and probably go over various Hubbard issues and say, you're going to go do this role, but it's going to, it's the church is okay with somebody playing a bad guy or playing a dick or something, right? Or being they don't have any problem with that. I'll tell you an example of where the church would step in and probably put a quash on the whole thing would be if a Scientology celebrity were considering taking a role in a movie about Scientology, where they were going to play a Sea Org member or something, right? Or they were going to, something like that, something that was directly on line of being critical of the Church of Scientology itself. That's where they would go, no, line in the sand, you're not crossing it. If you're going to continue to be a Scientologist, you are not going to do this role, right? And they would just, use their standard ethics and Hubbard issues and whatnot and handle the person to not do that. And it wouldn't really be that hard, So that's how that would go down.